In this video, we are going to talk about a very latest and new feature of Figma, which is variants. And there are variants of different components. Like we create buttons, then they can be disabled buttons, they can be primary buttons, secondary buttons. There could be buttons that are having a loading bar, or they are loading in a loading state or press state or hover state. So all these states, they had a system to create all this into just one component. So in this video, we are going to learn just that. So let's get started. Now you can see these are few variants. I'm going to show you the power of variants. If you click over here, and if you want to switch to gray button or disabled button, you can see you just have to use this option over here, which is a new one, variants. And then we have to switch to blue. So this is actually, I created this myself. This is a custom made. Similarly, like you can see over here we have a component, are you hungry right now? And we have two states checked. We can check it on and can on and off. So we are going to create both of these in this tutorial. So let's get started. Now we are going to start from scratch. So I'm going to press A for artboard, and I'm going to create an artboard over here. Then we are going to have a rectangle over here, or press R for rectangle to create a nice button. And I will give it some roundness over here. We will give a primary color, just this blue. I'm going to press T for text. This is going to be our primary button. Alt H, Alt V. Okay, so here we have the text. Let's color it white. So we have one button over here. Now the next step is, it is always going to work on a component. So we have to select both of them, create a component, and here we have a component. Let's call it button/primary. Okay, so we have a button, and let's create some more variants. So you can see once I click over here, there is a new option over here, which is called variants. So you have to click on this plus, and there we have another variant. So let's customize this variant first. So we will have a green button over here. Let's call it something like this. Let's make it something like this. Let's change the text color to black. Oops, like this. So let's keep it simple, and we have two variants over here. So now if you click on the whole bounding box, so if you want to add a new variant, you can click over here in the plus sign, and it will give you as many variants that you want. I can have a gray button over here like this, and this is going to be a bit darker gray like this. So we have right now 3 buttons in this frame. So if we click over here on the whole boundary of these 3 buttons, you can see that we have declared over here property. So property is actually, it could be your type, it could be your colors, it could be the type of the thing you are creating. It is actually in hierarchy. It is going to be at the top. So one property can have multiple variants. I'm going to repeat it again. This is a very essential concept. One property can have multiple variants. For example, I can just call it primary. Let's call it button. Okay, so we have button over here, and then if I click over here, I'm going to this is basically the primary. This is, or we can call it primary blue, and then I'm going to click on it. I'm going to rename the variant to primary green, and then I'm going to click over here and primary disabled. Okay, so let's call it gray. Okay, so we have completed this. So how we can use it? So we have already created this. Let's move it outside of this frame. Now we are going to move to our assets. We have this component over here, and we are going to drag this button component. This is the one we just created. Okay, so now you can see on the right we have this property name over here on the left, this is button, and on the right we have the variants: primary blue, primary gray, primary green, or whatever. You can even call them like primary, hover, and maybe disabled. It's up to you. For example, let's name this hovered. Then we have this one to be disabled. So now you can see we have three states over here: hovered, primary, and disabled. I'm not sure why this is lining up like this. I think they should have the same, you can say the same order which we have created over here. Anyhow, still we can switch to anyone we want like this. Okay, now let's come to the point where we have to create a small checkbox, which is a mobile checkbox. So I'm going to make it round. Let's use 32. Okay, so first we have to create different components. So now we are going to use an ellipse, just 21 by 21. Change the color to white. Let's make it a little bit like this. Move it a bit more over here on the side and reduce the width of this one. Okay, so we have a little bit of arrangement over here. So let's create a component by clicking over here, or Alt Control K or Command Alt K. I'm not sure what is the shortcut on Mac. Anyhow, so you can click over here, and here we have the component. Once we have the component, we have to create its variant. I'm going to click over here, and here we have another variant. Let's double click and go inside this variant, change its color to green, and let's move this over here on this side like this. So this is going to be our another variant. So for the property, I'm going to select over here checked. And one thing you have to do is for when you click over here, you have to describe its variant name. For that, we are going to use false, and for this one, true. So this will create a toggle over here. So now we have to use it. So let's move it over here. Go to assets. We have this component, and let's click on it, and we have the checkbox over here. Really nice. Now let's get into a bit more advanced use of these features. We are going to create input over here. Make it a component. We are going to add variants. So before we create more of these input texts, we are going to create a new property over here. Add new property, and we are going to name it type. Okay, so we have type, and this is property. This property is going to be the state. So these are both actually are going to be type. Let's add a new type. It is going to be text input. And if we click one of them, this is going to be default state or normal state. And for this one, it is going to be active. Now we are going to create more of these. Let's create this one, another one. And for the type we are going to use, let's create a new one over here. And we are going to use actually drop down. Let's call it drop down. And then we have another one. Before we move into another one, we are going to add a rectangle over here, polygon actually, for the drop down. Let's move it like this. Let's rename it select. normal. Now we can create another variant. Let's create another variant, and I'm going to again use this one over here, copy it over here, and this one we are going to call select active. Let's change the color to something else. Like this. Just to make the difference. Similarly for this one, I'm going to change the color to something like this. Okay, now I'm going to select this one, and this is going to be type drop down. Okay, and for these two I am holding actually shift. We are going to use text input. Now for each one we have to set the state. This one is going to be normal, this one is going to be active. So now you can see we are actually using two different sets of states and type. So how we can use it, just drag input text over here, and if we go on the right, you can see here we can change the state over here. Then we can also change the drop down and type of this one. So this is actually the advanced usage where we can combine two different properties. Now if you want to create variants from your already created components, so you don't want to create components and you already have few components, then it's very easy. Let me create a component over here, but they must be different components. For example, here we have components of different states. For example, we have this one is active state. Let's call it active, and I'm going to create a component over here, and let's go to layers, and here we have another, this one. This is going to be, let's call it nav backslash normal or normal, and nav backslash disabled. Now if you want to create both of these and you want to create variants, you have to just drag like this, and you can see on the right, you can see combine as variants. Just click on it over here like that, and you will see already created disabled and normal properties, variants. And for the property, we are going to just give the name navigation, maybe something like that. And when you have to use it, just drag and drop this nav over here, and you can change its state like this. And make sure one more thing is that if you want to alter the shape, or for example, like if I want to change the shape of the state, that's up to you. That is not a very big issue. You can change both of these states. So you can see over here, navigation normal, navigation disabled is a bigger one. So it's up to you. You can change anything into any variant. So that is all about variants and its power in Figma. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. I will see you soon in the next lesson. Till then, take care and bye.